Good evening, guys. I greet all the Africans, no matter anywhere you are right now. I extend my greetings to everyone. You know, I think it is my pleasure to be here to explain some things that so many peoples we are not understanding what was the purpose of my last video. And I see so many people being lamenting. Most of the Africans don't understand. And as it's my duty to stand for Africa, it's my duty to make all Africans understand why I make some videos. If I make any video and that was not, uh, many people were missing what was the main purpose of that video, I will come out here and make it very clear why do I make those kind of videos. As my last video, I made a video about the Nigerian two police officers who were sacked out of uniform because of a white lady from Netherlands, a back rider in Africa. And I saw even so many Nigerians who don't understand. We are miscalculating or misjudging my words towards those two police officers and towards the Nigerian government and towards the Netherlands lady, back rider. As an African who stood up to fight for Africa, it is my duty, things like that, when I see them, I address them as they're supposed to be addressed. And I believe, with my own thought, I am doing my best for my continent, for my land. When I speak about Nigeria in that kind of situation, I don't speak for Nigeria, for Nigerians to know me. I don't speak for them, for those people to pay me, but I speak for them because that's what I supposed to do as my own thinking. I think that's what I supposed to do for my land because it's something that I will make it very clear to many Nigerians who are saying, my brother, you don't supposed to say they should sack them. I am not arguing with anybody about sacking those two police officers. I am not arguing the fact that the police officers were sacked, and I am not saying they should not be sacked. But they should be sacked for a very long time. I want especially Nigerians to really listen to me so that they will understand. Some of the Nigerians who don't understand, we are saying that, my brother, these people have been doing this for a very long time. Okay, you know, as a Nigerian, these people, the police have been doing this for a very long time to you peoples, but they have not been sacked. That's what I am fighting. For you Nigerians, who the Nigerian police have been stealing money from you, robbing you, and they have not been sacked. But after begging a stranger in your land, they have been sacked immediately. What is that showing you as a Nigerian? That is showing you that you are nobody in your own land because they underrate you when your police rob you, when your police steal from you, when your police take all your things from you, your valuable things from you. They were not sacked out of uniform. But after begging a stranger, an empty stranger in your land, a traitor in your land, they sacked them immediately. What is that showing you? That means that traitor that came to your land is more important than you as a Nigerian in your own land. And this is what I am fighting. And this is what so many people don't understand. And they said, no, my brother Pandi, you don't have to say that. You know, these people have to be sacked. They have to be sacked for a very long time. Why they have not been sacked when they were robbing Nigerians, youths? Why they have not been sacked when they were stealing money from Nigerian youths' account, calling them Yahoo boys? Why they have not been sacked? This is what I am fighting for. For you, the Nigerian youths who have been robbed by the Nigerian police, who have been brutally killed by the Nigerian police, who have been brutally beaten by the Nigerian police, and they have not been sacked out of uniform. How many Nigerian youths that Nigerian police have brutally beaten? Let's even talk about the entire Africa. This is not only about Nigeria. This is why an issue that I always talk about is an issue that is concerning the whole Africa, not only about one country. But the same thing that is happening in Nigeria and the same thing I am trying to defend here as a Nigerian youth trying to defend them. I am defending the whole African youth because the same thing is happening in all African countries. Your police, your soldiers will brutally beat you, steal your money from you, rob you. They will not be sacked out of uniform. But immediately they did it to a white man or a white lady in Africa, they will be sacked or they will be jailed. They will be sent to jail. So you as an African citizen, your police will brutally beat you, brutally kill you, brutally rob you, brutally slap you for no reason. They will not be sacked out of uniform. They will not face the consequence. They will not face the law. The uselessness of African government, you will realize it here. An European government, they are not mad, they are not crazy to sack their police officer because their police officer beg a black guy for money in Europe here. It can never happen. An European government will never sack their police officer because their police officer asks a black man for money. How many black men was killed by European police? Were they sacked out of uniform? They are still serving the government. They are still serving Europeans. This is what most of my peoples are not understanding. I live in Europe and I calculate what cannot be done, what they will not do for us, why will we do for them in our land? Europeans will never sack. If Europeans will never sack their police officers who kill black peoples, why will African police officers will be sacked because they beg white man for money? They didn't even kill a white man. They didn't even rob a white man. What if they have killed a white man? What will happen to African police? If an African policeman or an African soldier kill a white man, what will happen to that one? These people have not even killed. They don't kill no white man. They don't rob no white man. And they have been sacked out of uniform. While we have more than 5,000 European police officers who have killed a black man. Yes, in a record. More than 5,000 European police officers who have killed a black man. They have not been sacked. More than 15,000 European citizens who have killed a black man. Half and quarter of them are still living their better life. They have not been sent to jail. More than 15,000. But among that 15,000, more than 13,000 is still living their best life. They have not been sent to jail. In a record. And still black people have been killed. How many doctors? More than 7,000 doctors that have murdered a black man in Europe by stealing their kidneys, by stealing their blood, by stealing their body materials from their body. And they have not been sent to jail. Those doctors have not, more than 7,000 doctors in Europe who have murdered a black man. Under our investigations, those people have not been sent to jail. You see, sometimes when you are listening to Pandi MAICA, don't just watch me and don't just watch 1 minute of my video and you judge me. Make sure you watch whatever I am saying and understand my point. Whatever issue I bring out is an issue about to defend Africa. But I'm never here. No matter how my peoples, you hate African government, you will not pass through me. I hate African governments more than any other person in Africa. But you see, when things like this come up, we need to calculate. Don't miscalculate it. Calculate it very well. Get the right point. Because why I talk about this issue in Nigeria, I saw many peoples sharing video about this, saying that it's good they sack them, it's good they sack them. Even Nigerians were so happy, it's good they sack them. They sack them, but not because of you. They rob you, they didn't sack them. They kill you, they didn't sack them. Your government didn't sack them. They steal your money from you, your government didn't sack them. They brutally beat you on the street, your government didn't sack them. After begging a white woman for money, your government sacked them, and you people are happy about that. Why will you be happy about that? When your police officers have been killing you, your government have never sacked them. Your police officers have been stealing from you, your government have never sacked them. Your police officers have been brutally beating you, your government have never sacked them. And today, your government sacked them because they beg, just to beg a white woman for money. And today, you Nigerian youths are happy about that, celebrating it. It's good they sack them, it's good they sack them. You should be angry. Why? You should be angry and ask your government, why don't you sack those police officers who have been robbing and killing us and brutally beating us for no reason? Why have you not sacked them? Is this white woman better than us in our land? That should be your question as a Nigerian youth, as an African youth when it happened to any African country. But not to come and celebrate. You are making the white woman to feel so proud and so special than you in your own land. When that white woman saw you as a Nigerian youth celebrating it, that your police officers were sacked because of her, because they beg her for money. How do you think that white woman will feel? She will feel so special than you in your own land, and she feels so special than you in her own land. And she is becoming more special in your own land than you. And you allow it and you are celebrating it. Don't just see things when they happen and you just jump up and celebrate without thinking. Yes. I am so many people are watching me here. They are all living in Europe. Majority of the people who watch my video, they are all living in Europe. I am so you all are aware of how many black people who have been killed by white people, and those white people are still walking free. They have never even gone to jail. How many police, European police, have killed black people? Nobody is talking about all those things. But when a little thing, do you know, it is against the law to video even a serviceman? Some people are, you know what, that's how I know that Africans are still sleeping. They will never wake up. When I saw an African man who was commenting under that video where they removed those uniform from those two police officers, when I made a comment that the woman made a mistake by videoing servicemen, that is number one first offense. You know, African servicemen, I would want this video to reach to all African police and all African soldiers. Let me educate them because they are not educated. Yes, I am the one who said it. It's not an insult, but it's the fact. Yes. When I made a comment there, I said that it is wrong for as a civilian or as a stranger in a country, you know, to make the video of a serviceman without their consent. It is against the serviceman's law. It is the serviceman's right to seize your camera or to seize your phone when you video them without their notice. And if they realize you are videoing them, it is their right to seize that camera from you or seize whatever you are using to video them. It is their right as an African service. It is their right. Do you know in Europe here, you cannot even stand and video somebody's house. When the person said, I don't need that video out, the person can sue you to court. You cannot even, you don't have the right to video somebody's house in Europe here. Empty house, you will not have the right to video it. Yes. Do you know you cannot video somebody or take a picture of somebody in Europe here without their notice and put it on social media? Are you mad? When that person sue you to court, you have to face the consequence. Because you are using somebody's image in your social media without the person notice. Do you know it is against the law in Europe here? And do you know what people reply me on that comment when I say it is not right to make a video of a serviceman? It is against the law. They tell me that, hey, that woman is doing that video for a protection. She have to protect herself. You see? And after, do you know that woman was videoing so many African police on the border, on the checkpoint. So many African soldiers, she was videoing them. And they know she was doing video. But they didn't talk because she is a white man. The servicemen all keep quiet when the woman was videoing them, posting it on social media. All of them keep quiet. And they saw themselves in media. And they know it is the woman who videoed them and put it on the media. They all keep quiet. All the servicemen that saw themselves in media, they all keep quiet. But when that was a black man, when their fellow black man took a bike and riding and videoed them, they will beat up that black man and spoil the camera. Because he's a black man, their fellow black man. So African servicemen, feel ashamed of yourself. As a serviceman of Africa, as a soldier of Africa, as a police of Africa, as an immigration officer, or as any other service of Africa, feel ashamed of yourself. When you value white peoples more than your own peoples, white people will come and do nonsense to you servicemen, you soldiers in Africa, you police in Africa. white people will come there and do rubbish to you what is against the law. You will keep quiet because it's a white, because you think white man is a god. But when your fellow black people did the same thing, you beat the hell out of them. That's the time you become a lion. Yeah, you started kicking them with your timber boot. And you think you are a soldier or you are a police. You are a fool. Yes, you are a big fool. You beat the hell out of your peoples when they do something. And white people will come to Africa and did the same thing to you. As a serviceman, you will even celebrate it. You will even, come on. Why some of you Africans become so much so stupid? You can't understand. Some of you, the African servicemen. I swear to God, how many of you Africans have realized that when you made your camera like this on a policeman in Africa, they will beat the hell out of you and spoil your phone? How many people face it in Africa? In Africa, we all know it. You can't video our servicemen in Africa. As an African, when you try it, they will destroy your camera. When you want to video them, it must be you beg them to video them and they're allowed to be in the video. But you cannot video them, keep on videoing them, they will beat the hell out of you. That's the time the African servicemen will become lion. But this white woman have been roaming. And do you know how many, some black people were calling it? Some black people were calling it like that woman was doing it for a security purpose. Videoing a serviceman and you call it a security purpose? You black people living in Europe, you all know the law of Europe. You cannot video somebody in Europe without their notice. Not even serviceman. A bloody civilian, you cannot video them here without their notice. If you video them and post it on media, if they don't like it, they can sue you to court and you will face the consequence. You cannot video somebody's house, just empty house, without the person notice. When the person saw the video on media, the person can sue you to court that why you video his house. In Europe, yeah. We all know it. So why will white woman will go to Africa, started videoing you African servicemen, soldiers on the road? You soldiers who have seen your own self in the video that the woman have been posting. None of you complain. None of you try to sue the woman to court for videoing you in your own land as a serviceman. But when it's your fellow, and you all were aware, all the servicemen that woman have made video out of them and posted on media, all of them were aware that the woman was making a video. None of them complained. But if that was a black man, they will destroy the camera. They will beat the hell out of that black man and arrest him immediately. That's the time you will know that African servicemen, they are rude. That's the time you will know they have power. The only time African servicemen will bring out the power in them, the experience in them, the brutality in them, is when they face their fellow black. That is called self-hatred mentality. That is disturbing our servicemen. Our military men in Africa are having a self-hatred mentality. I think militaries should be the one to have a beautiful mentality that will awaken their own peoples to stood up for themselves and defend themselves and love themselves. Militaries should have this. As a military man in Africa, you must have this. If you don't have this, then you are zero. Yes. And people are complaining that I should not hate the woman. You should not blame the woman. Many people are saying that when I made my last video about that woman. People must understand one thing. I don't beg white peoples. And I am not here to find favor from white peoples. And I am not going to beg no white peoples. And I am not a slave to white peoples. How the truth is, that's what I will say. Whatever it takes to defend Africa, I will do it. If any consequence will come out of it, I am ready to take it. So notice that I am not afraid to speak out if the woman have not been, you know what some African told me? The picture of that white woman you put on media, do you know that white woman can sue you for that? Now think Africa. If a black man is telling me that the picture of that woman that I post on my social media, I can be arrested for that, or the woman can sue me court for that. So what about the woman, the video that the woman made? So the woman cannot be sued for that? The video that the woman have been making in Africa, videoing servicemen, videoing some peoples without their notice. Don't that woman can't she be sued to court for that? So she cannot be sued to court, right? Because she is white. I am a black. That's why my fellow blacks are telling me that, do you know this woman can sue you to court for putting her picture on your platform? I will put her picture 1,000,000 times. And if she like, let her sue me to court. And I will show her what that means. I am living in Europe. Trust me. And I do things. Not because I made mistakes. Whatever I do, I know what I'm doing, and I'm ready whatever will be the outcome. Whatever will be the outcome, I am ready to collect it. A woman who have been discriminating the law of Africa, and you are telling me that if I put that woman picture, that woman can sue me to court for putting her picture, when that woman have police so many of our servicemen. Many people don't understand something here. I said it on my last video, that the woman mission in Africa, many people are not understanding that. And even our own governments that we believe that they are doing best, our own government don't know the woman mission in Africa. I swear to God. What I know about that woman, even African government, there's no African government that know about that woman. I know these people so much. They can only fool African governments, not Pandi MAICA. Whatever mission they took, I will tell you. And I can do my research and get a better result to know them much. Black people, you need to wake up and start putting yourself together. Start loving yourself and stop hating yourself. Yes, so many people, after I made that video, so many black peoples were insulting me, were harassing me, were saying all sorts kind of words to me because of why? Because defending a white lady. Because of defending a white lady. Yes, they can insult their fellow black. They can demolish their fellow black. Yeah, what I do, some of my fellow blacks see it as it's a wrong thing for what I do or for what I say. But whatever that white woman was doing in Africa, they see it as right. You see the differences between white and black? We black peoples appreciate them. We think like these people can never do wrong. We think like they can never go against the law. We think like these people are above the law. And these people always think like we are under the law. Yes. We are not even under the law. These people just even think like there is no law to work on us. Whatever they like, they create their own law for us. Yes. In Europe here, I'm so many people who are watching me here, you are living in Europe here. The law for migrants and the law for European citizens are different. European citizens have their own law, and when migration started, they form a constitution and a law for migrants, only for black peoples. That law is only for black peoples. So you see, they are not stupid. They are not stupid. These people are not stupid. Black people have their own special law that they constitute by themselves for only black peoples. Black Africans who will migrate and came here, you will be under that law. European citizens are not under that law. Arab peoples are not under that law. It's only we black Africans who are under that law. Only us face that law. Why in America they say migrant law? In Europe they say migrants law. I think by right, when white people go to Africa, they are above our law. We all know it. White people in Africa are above our laws. And we came here, we are not even under their laws. They remove their law because that law is made for their citizens. That law have sympathy on their citizens. So they remove that law for us and form and constitute and construct another constitution for only black peoples. Why? Because they have to treat us differently from their peoples. This is Europe here. That's why black people are suffering. You see black people facing so many consequences we don't even understand. So many black people are here are still under consequences, facing consequences they don't even understand. You can't understand because what you think is the law of Europe and the law for black peoples are different. The law of Europe is for only white peoples. They have another law that they construct, another constitution that they construct for you as a black man. So maybe you will do something and face consequences with government. When an European citizen did the same thing, he will not be arrested or he will not be taken to court, because the law for you and the law for European citizens are different. You people, we are not under the same law. Yeah, we are under black migrant constitution law, and European citizens are under the European law. Yes, that's why you see an European citizen will sit in media and insult all black peoples and get away with it. But you as a black man, when you sit in media and insult all Europeans, you will not get away with it. They will start to arrest you and question you. Yes. An European citizen can wake up and talk about Europe and talk how to defend Europe and talk how Europeans can defend themselves, and he will never be asked questions. He will never be arrested. He will never be investigated. But as a black man stood up and made a video, stand for your black people, started fighting for Africa, you will see they will started asking you questions, arresting you when they see that you are talking about things that they don't even expect nobody to talk about those things. So we are less value in our own land and we are less value outside. Where are we going to be value? When black man is in his land, is less value. When black man go out, is more less value. When black man die, when black man is alive, is no value. When he is dead, is not value. When are you going to be value as a black man? Where are you going to be value? We do it to ourselves because we hate ourselves in our own continent. We don't want to stand for ourselves in our own continent. We become slaves in our own continent. We become less value in our own continent called Africa. We become less important in our own continent. And white people will come to our continent and they will sit comfortably. Yes, white people will come to Africa and they will become more valued than African citizens. Yes, Africans will leave Africa and come to Europe, they will still be less value. And white people will be still superior. White man will go to Africa and become a superior in Africa, came to Europe and he is still superior. Arab man in Arab country is a superior to black peoples. When he go to black man country, he is still a superior. When are you black people going to become a superior? And where? Because in your own land as a black man, we are not superior. When we go out, we are not superior. In our own land, we are not superior. Where are we going to be superior? Where? Where are we going to be superior? We must understand one thing. Whatever is happening to us today is ourselves. We cause it by ourselves. Yes. We cause it by ourselves. I believe that we cause it by ourselves. Today, go to America. You see black people become stranger in America. Yes. And do you know there are millions of black people who still believe that America belongs to white people. So when black people go there, they are not in their land. But America belongs to, there are, people, when we don't go into histories, we will not know where we own and where we don't own. That's why in our own Africa, we think like we don't own Africa anymore. White people own Africa. Yeah, they come and took our gas, they go. They come and took our golds, they go. They come and took our diamonds, they go. Because we feel like we don't own it. They own it. Yes, our government have no constitutional right under or have no order over the oil of Africa or the gas or the fuel or the diamonds or the golds of Africa. White people have order. They have order over the resources of Africa. Our own governments don't have order over our resources. Yes. Everything, every resources in Africa is under white man control. They decide how they are going to use it. They will decide when they are going to take it. They will decide how much little money they will give to Africa. I can remind you of Niger that took out themselves from France. Yes. When Niger finally found a goal, they cannot call any other country. Many Africans don't understand this. What is the most dangerous part of colonialism? The most dangerous part of colonialism is people think like when we talk about France colonized Africa or this country colonized this African country, people think like it's just like, yeah, they colonize us, they just steal our money. No, they don't steal your money. For example, Niger was under colonization of France. When Niger found a goal in their country, they cannot call America. They cannot call any European country. They have to call France. They have to tell France that, France, we have found a goal in our country. So what are you people going to do with it? So France will decide what to do with that goal. If France want that goal, they will decide by themselves how much they want to give to Niger for that goal. Not Niger. Niger cannot decide. That was before. That's I'm telling you what is the meaning of colonialism. When France colonized. You know? For example, today in Gambia, when they found a gold, they cannot call any other country. The government of Gambia, when they found a oil in Gambia right now, the government of Gambia cannot call anybody. They will call England directly to ask England. Nigeria, the same thing. They will call United Kingdom to ask them. We found an oil in our country. So do you people need it? What are we going to do with it? Now England will decide. If England are in need of that gold or that oil in Nigeria, England will come down to Nigeria to see the oil by themselves. And England will decide how much money they will give to Nigeria for taking that oil. Not Nigerian government to decide. That is colonialism. It's the most dangerous part of colonialism because you cannot decide on your own resources how much you want to sell it. And you cannot decide who you want to sell to. You have to call your colonizer, the person who colonized you. You have to call them and tell them that I found this in my country, these resources in my country. And they have to decide. If they don't need it totally, they will tell you, okay, we don't need it. You can do business with another country. But if they really need that resources, then that African government will not have the chance to say how much they want to sell. That colonizer, white man country, have to decide how much they want to buy that. And that African government have to agree by force, either they like it or not. This is the most dangerous part of colonialism. This was happening to Niger, this was happening to Mali, the same thing was happening to Burkina. Yes, but today, thank God that Niger and Mali have seen the light and Burkina Faso. Yes. You remember when there was this coup in Africa randomly? I told you that there are coups that are self-made coup. Yes. When I told you that is self-made coup, that is Europeans doing revolution for themselves. Europeans revolution for themselves. And we found two countries that have been the coup of those countries, like Gabon. Gabon coup was made by France. Guinea coup was made by France. Yes, many people will be thinking like Guinea have made a coup, Mamadou Doumbouya. We have found peoples who do coup for revolution of Africa, and we found peoples who do coup for the revolution of Europeans, for the freedom of Europeans to steal the African natural resources. We have found them. Yes, the coup that happened in Gabon happens in the name of Europeans' revolution. The coup that happened in Guinea happens in the name of Europeans' revolution. The only coups that happened, even the coup that happened in Sudan, I think Southern Sudan. It happens also in the name of Americans' colonialism. So we understand the gem of the coup, and we realize peoples, those who made a coup for Africa and those who made a coup for Europe and America and UK. That's why I always mention only three countries. When I want to thank peoples for defending themselves, I always mention Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. With the help of Burkina Faso and Mali, Niger finally get themselves and took decisions out for themselves with the help of Mali and Burkina. And as you see, when we have militaries who are ready for this revolution, I tell you, Africa will be free. Yes, we the citizens, we can blab, we can make plans, we can choose, we can unite, we can do whatever we want to do without the help of that African militaries. That's why when we have more blunders and coward in the military unit, we will lose everything. Yes, because you, wherever which country you came from, wherever country you came from in Africa, wherever you are watching me right now, in your own country, when your citizens stood up to fight for their country, to fight for freedom in your country, tell me, if your militaries are against that freedom, will it happen? It will not happen, because your militaries will finally take a weapon and start wiping out their citizens for white peoples. Yes. It caused civil wars in many countries. When Europeans are in control of the military unit. When Europeans were in control of the military unit in Nigeria, Nigerian military and police go out and kill so many Nigerian protesters. So many of them. I think so many Nigerians were aware of that. When white people were in control of the Nigerian military unit, Nigerian militaries were not seeing the freedom of Nigeria. And that led Nigeria so down, and that led Nigeria into this so big mess. The big mess you are seeing in Nigeria today is caused by the militaries themselves, because they took themselves so low by collecting money from UK and killing their own innocent people who go out for protest. A lot of Nigerian citizens die. From there, today, even the militaries who have been participating killing their own citizens are regretting it today, why they did that. If not, Nigeria will change since that time. But that change couldn't happen because the military was against the civilians. So this is the biggest problem we have. When the militaries are not having the same mentality with us, or are not thinking, or we are not taking the same frequency, when the militaries are in slavery frequency or in colonial frequency, and we are shouting for freedom, we will shout and we will plan what to do and we will start to do it. But we will not be successful. The only thing we can be successful when the leader of that country, that African country, is ready to liberate that country. Yes, I said it before and I will say it again. Africans, stop voting for these peoples. You are voting. Change your voting systems. Change your political systems. Stop voting for people who will come out and start telling you that I'm a politician. Every African country, find a man, a young man, who is a freedom fighter, who you know will die for Africa. When I say who will die for Africa, I remember when I said this last time, many people say, my brother, I know nobody will die for Africa. Many people said it. They said, my brother, no, nobody is ready to die for Africa. Even you will not die for Africa. Yes. If you will not die for Africa, don't say it. There will be no African who is ready to die for Africa. Yes. Maybe you or me will not die for Africa, but there are people who will be ready to die for Africa. I will not say I am ready to die for Africa, but I pray let the time come that peoples will be ready to sacrifice for Africa. Then I think if you will see me back or front, that's the time you will understand if Pandi MAICA will be ready to die for Africa or not. Come on, life without freedom is not a life. Do you think black people are living in a life? Do you think black people, you are living a life? You are living in a horror life in Africa. Yes, as a black man, you are living in a horror life. Either you are in Africa or you are in Europe or you are in UK or you are in America. As a black man, go and ask American black peoples what they are facing in America. Ask them. Trust me, I swear. Go and ask American black peoples what they are facing. The racism they are facing, the wickedness. They are killing them every day. And there is no law to talk for them. And when those black peoples get angry and took a weapon, the law will start speaking. Yes, that is America. White people, American white people will kill the American black peoples and there will be no law to speak out. But when American black people started to take weapon, wanted to revenge because there was no law to defend them and they want to defend themselves. Then you see American government making laws. Their laws will start speaking, saying that carrying a weapon, we keep him with a weapon. He carry a weapon. I think this is happening in America. So as a black man, where are you getting a life? In your own land, you are living in a horror life. When you go out, it's more worse than even in your own land. Me speaking to you sitting down here, I face too much of racism. And it lead me to become a racist. Come on, as a black man, become a racist. I will tell you today. As a black man, it's only you who will sit there and started loving Arabs, started loving... it's only black man I see black man doing it. It's only black man who do this. Black man will love Arabs. Black man will go and love, white peoples. Black man will care about Arabs. Black man will feel for Arabs. Black man will feel for white peoples. Black man will love white peoples. Who love you as a black man? Who feel you as a black man? Who care about you as a black man? The Arabs you care about don't care about you. The white peoples you care about don't care about you because they kill you every day. They cause wars in your countries every day. They steal from you every day. Do you want to tell me that they care about you as a black man? So you black man who care about everybody, you don't care about yourself. You forget about yourself. Black man remember everybody in his prayers, he don't remember himself. Black man remember everybody in his love, in his heart of love. He don't remember himself. That's the black man. Black man can only remember other people's. In his heart of love, cannot remember himself. That brings the self-hatred in a black man mindset. To hate ourselves. Come on. You will see a black man doing something he feel like he is doing a better thing. But he is doing that better thing for somebody. Disturbing himself, killing himself, destroying his own life for a white man to live, for a Arab man to live. That's what we did. Come on. Let's go back a little bit. Let me talk about Palestine. Take an example from Palestine. The war between Palestine and Israel. It was a war that was going on even before we were born. It doesn't start today. You think it started today? The war between Palestine and Israel. It was a war that is going and nobody can stop it. And it will be continuing till the war finishes. Palestine. Do you know when the war will finish? The world war that will finish the war. It will start between Palestine and Israel. Go and ask people. If you are a Christian, ask your pastor when he is reading the real Bible. When he's a real pastor, ask him, he will tell you. If you are a Muslim, go and ask people, go and ask your imams. They will tell you. The world war, when the war will end, with the world war that will end the war, it will start in Palestine, between Palestine and Israel. So it's not it's not a today Palestine, it's not a today Israel. These people can never unite. You know when these people unite, the world will finish. The day these people unite, that day the world will finish. So let's take an example, the example we want to take from them. Okay. Let's take an example, the example I want to make between Israel. When there was war between Israel and Palestine, what happened? Black people remember Palestinian children dying. Black people feel Palestinian children that were dying. Black people love Palestine, defending Palestine. Black people become lion to fight for Palestine and forget about themselves. When I talk about forget about themselves, they forget about Congo. Everybody forget about Cameroon. Everybody forget about Sierra Leone. Everybody forget about Nigeria. Everybody forget about Southern Sudan and Sudan. Everybody forget about Malawi. Everybody forget about Ethiopia. I can count it so many African countries that are in war before Palestine war will start, that their children are dying before Palestinian children will die. Black people didn't see Congo. They didn't see Burkina Faso. They didn't see Niger. They didn't see Cameroon. They didn't see Sierra Leone. They didn't see Congo. They didn't see Southern Sudan. They didn't see Sudan. They didn't see Ethiopia. They didn't see Malawi. They didn't see Rwanda. Black people only see Palestinian children who were dying. Yes, black people started shouting, "Oh, free Palestine! Oh, free Palestine!" Okay. I don't know who is calling me. Okay. You know, so the only time black people started loving everybody, because you can't love everybody, because not everybody love you. Yes, as a black peoples, you can't love everybody, because not everybody love you as a black. There's nobody that even love you as a black man. You black peoples. Let me talk about we, because I'm on black peoples. Sometimes why I remove myself to make you feel the point so much that I'm trying to make. Because when I talk about we, you may feel like, oh, it's not only me. But when I say you black peoples, maybe you will feel the point, that the point is pointing you. That's why I made it like that. But doesn't mean I remove myself. I can never remove myself. It's better I die than removing myself as a black man. It's better I die than removing myself from the black group, from the black brotherhood. Yes. So, as the moment we the black peoples, we love everybody. We care about everybody. We feel for everybody. But we don't feel for ourselves. Yes. A black man children will be dying under his feet. And he is watching it. He will never feel it. He will never care about it. But a white man child will be dying there. A black man will started to feel for that white man child. Started to love that white man child. And when his own child is dying under his feet, this is what is happening to black man. And this is what is called self-hatred in the black brotherhood. And we understand it. And we want to take it out to make sure that black people love themselves. Let me tell you, nobody is good for you as a black man. Nobody. Arabs were never good for you and they will never be good to you. White people were never good to you and they will never be good to you as a black man. So why are you good to everybody? Are you Mr. Goody as a black man? Black people, stop being Mr. Goody. Stop being Mr. Great Man. Stop being Mr. Human Rights Activist. You cannot feel them because they don't feel you. When they don't feel you, don't feel for them. When they don't love you, don't love them. They hate you, hate them. They don't like you as a black man. So why are you liking them? Why are you feeling them when they don't feel you? When what all they plan on top of your head is to kill you. How to make you live in poverty as a black man. You can understand that. How many times will we explain this and black people still don't want to change this character? I beg you in the name of God as a black man. As a black peoples, please. Let's just change for the sake of Africa. Not for the sake of Pandi, not because of Pandi said so. No, do it for the sake of Africa, for us to change our mentalities. This is how we are going to change our mentalities. It will start by hating those that doesn't care about us. By starting to care about ourselves and love ourselves. That's where the liberation will start. You think it can start without we changing the mindset of ourselves? I can only change my own mindset because I am in control of only my mindset. I am not in control of your mindset and I can change your mindset. I can only speak to give you experience and point for you to understand what to do for us to come together as one and for us to get the freedom that we want. That's what I can only do. But I can't by forcefully change your mind because I'm not in control of your mind. You think what you want to think and I think what I want to think. But we gather together sometimes, or we come together sometimes to listen to one person because we believe that that person has some kind of word of wisdom that will help us in future. So I think that's what we are all trying to do. I listen to people. Not that I don't listen to nobody. Sorry guys. I also listen to people. I need to drink some water. Sorry guys. The only time the freedom will start, like I say, I also listen to peoples. So many peoples. I listen to Farman Khan. I listen to Leo Mohammed. I listen to this guy. Professor Lumumba. And I listen to his stories. His stories of Jomo Kenyatta. His stories of Kwame Nkrumah. His stories of so many African great people who have passed away. Why do I listen to them? So many of them are not alive. But why am I still listening to them? Why do I read their histories? There is a big reason. They are dead. I can never see them. So many of them are dead. Kwame Nkrumah is gone. Jomo Kenyatta from Kenya is gone. The first president of Kenya, Jomo Kenyatta, is gone. But why do I listen to these people's stories? Why do I read these people's stories? To know the mistakes that they make. I want to see the mistake, the mistake point in their life that they make. Because these are people who stood up for Africa and still they can't, that Africa is not liberated. They fight for Africa till they die and still that Africa is not liberated. What mistakes are they making that is making us, any great people, any great person that stood up to fight for Africa will die and his mission will be incomplete? Any freedom fighter. How many freedom fighters pass away? They all die and their missions remain incomplete mission. Nobody, no freedom fighter in Africa complete his or her mission in Africa. There is a mistake that everybody is making because we refuse to learn from those that go. We think like when they are gone with the knowledge. No, we need to learn from where they stop. What make them to stop that point? What stopped them there? We need to find out that thing. That's what stopped them. What make their mission to be incomplete? We need to find out that thing. So that we will not be stopped where they stop. And we will take it from where they stop and continue the journey. I swear to God, it's when God need me, when God want me to go, when God set a time, when God time is up, I will die. But I will not be escalated by man mortal, human being. So-called human being that you call white people that assassinated the freedom fighters of Africa. So-called Arab people that give them the chance to assassinate African freedom fighters. I will not be escalated by them. By the grace of God. By the power bestowed on me by God. I will not be escalated. But let's talk about the unity, where it will start, the African unity. I don't want to fight for Africa till I die and I see no changes in Africa. It will be a shame on my face. To keep on speaking and fighting and doing all sorts kind of things to make sure that Africa is united, to make sure that Africa get their freedom. And at the end of the day, I see that Africa still living in colonialism, still living in patriotism systems. it will hurt me, and it will be a big shame on my face, because it will show me that all the work that I have been doing is all no, is all in vain. The only thing in my power, that's what I do. If there is any other thing that is greater than this is in my power, I will do it. Just for that Africa to be free. But we can't be free without dealing with our mentalities. We have black peoples who, when you tell them that white people are this, they tell you that, my brother, you are rubbish, my brother, you are that, my brother, you are this. So we have black peoples who believe in white people so much. Who tell me, you as a black man, no white man believe you. Why do they call you always criminal? Black people who are living in Europe here, you all understand what I'm saying. They call us criminals, they call us thieves. Nobody believes us here. Nobody loves us, nobody likes us. Come on. We need to understand the point here. That is the point I am always trying to make, because we are living among them and we know what we face. Nobody like us, nobody love us, nobody want us, nobody feel for us. How many of our parents are dying in hunger in Africa? Who feel them? And that hunger and poverty that our parents are facing and dying, our brothers, our sisters are dying. We have so many sicknesses in Africa that are man-made sicknesses, and we still call it, no, it's a sickness, it's a sickness. So many Africans are dying today due to sicknesses. Those sicknesses are man-made sicknesses. I talk about this, man-made sicknesses. If we have 50 sickness in Africa, then I told you that 45% sickness are man-made sickness. Only 5% will be natural sickness in Africa. Nobody will tell you this. But they are planning to kill you and wipe you black people out, because your population is more. And they can't control your population, because the more your population is growing, the more you Africans are getting legends to fight for you. And they want to depopulate your Africa. And they want to make sure that your Africa is depopulated. Understand it, my peoples. Nobody will understand this, and nobody will try to explain to you, to tell you the fact that they plan against the black brotherhood. And when we don't wake up, the black peoples in America, the black people in UK, the black people in Jamaica, the black people in Trinidad, the black people in Caribbean, the black people in Africa should unite and come together as one and started to fight for themselves. Because whatever they plan against you black people, your generation, your population will be depopulated and you will go down. That's why they tell you that you have to accept the LGBTQ to make sure that they depopulate you, because when a man and man come together, they can grow nothing. They can germinate nothing. A woman and a woman come together, they can germinate nothing. And we are seeing these things, when they try Ebola, when they try coronavirus, when they try all sorts kind of sickness to send out to Africa to depopulate you. They send medicines. When they make a virus, they want to send to Africa. When they make a virus for animals, to kill animals, they go and test the virus in your Africa because your population is too much. They go and test the virus on your children, and your children will start dying. You will not know what kill your children. You will not even know. Even your own governments are not aware that white people bring a virus to test. But white people will know that they send a virus in Africa to test it, whether it will kill them or not. So we are their animals. They can test their virus on us. And when they test the virus on Africans and the virus was not killing Africans, they will say, oh, then their blood have the antidote to this virus. Because if that virus can kill a white man, and that virus is not killing a black man, then they know that black man blood have something that can go against, that can kill the virus. That's why the virus is not killing black people. And they will go send somebody again to Africa to say that we want to do blood testing in all African countries. Then the government will say, we want to do blood testing. They will start taking your bloods. And those blood are the blood they bring to Europe, America, UK, and make the antidote to that virus so that their people will not die. They use you, African black people, your blood to make antidote, to make so many antidotes to defend themselves from their so-called virus. Even coronavirus. Yeah, if it is true that coronavirus is true. In coronavirus time in Europe, do you know how many black people they withdraw their bloods? They killed them and took their bloods. Coronavirus don't catch black man. Am I lying or true? Black people who are living in Europe understand what I'm saying. I am saying the fact, the hard fact. There's no black man here. When you go to hospital, they say you have a coronavirus as a black man. What was the time of that? That was the ending of the coronavirus. The beginning of coronavirus, there was no black man who was having coronavirus, and black people go out without face masks. Black people go everywhere. So then white people, I see Europeans, they make a demonstration and to ask their governments that question. Why black people go out without no face masks with bicycles roaming everywhere and they go walk, but they don't get virus? And we who are sitting at home, we are getting virus. Then their government don't want their people to feel less important or less healthy. They don't want their people to see black people as great peoples. They started to take black people to hospital and lie against them, saying that this man have virus, to make their people to convince their people to believe that the virus is keeping only black people also. Yes, this was what happened. Before they will go to Africa, that happened. Before they will go to Africa. After when that happened, I am telling you a story that even your government know what I am saying and white people know what I am saying. And this story I will tell you today and complete it. Yes. This story I will tell you today and I will complete it. Nobody ever tell you this story as a black man. After that, when there are people complain about black people living in Europe, okay, they started to convince their peoples that black people are also having virus by taking black people by force to hospital to say that they have coronavirus. And they even kill some black peoples, saying that it's the coronavirus that killed them. Just to convince their people. They were killing black peoples in Europe in the name of coronavirus, just to convince their peoples, to make their peoples to believe that coronavirus is also killing black peoples. Yes. So their people calm down. And you know what happened next? Europeans make demonstration here. And the question even went to the European Union to ask them this question. You people say this virus is an air and is spread into air. This virus is everywhere, and Africa is not locked down. And Africans are still going to walk in Africa. Africans are not locked down. They are not having this virus in Africa. So how come it's only Europe and China and UK and America is having this virus? So it became a question that was bothering them. What next do? They call on to all African leaders and pay each and every one of them 27 million euro. If I am lying, let European Union come out and tell me that you are lying. If I am lying, let any African leader right now, if you have an African leader, tell them to come out and lie that during the coronavirus time, when they all lock down their countries, how much do they collect? All of them collect 27 million euro. That was the time John Pombe Magufuli, they planned against him to kill him. John Pombe Magufuli, Tanzania former president. I swear to God, I am telling you the hard fact that nobody will tell you, my brothers and sisters. That was the time when John Pombe Magufuli, Tanzania former president, also collected 27 million euro from European Union. While all African countries, all African presidents also, they have collected it and all of them locked down their country. John Pombe Magufuli, Tanzania former president, was the only one who refused to lock down his country after collecting 27 million euro. Because he said he tested by himself and this is not a virus and this virus is a fake virus and it's a man-made virus. That made them angry because John Pombe Magufuli was trying to reveal their secret to their citizens. And they know that when that came out, as it was a man-made sickness, man-made virus, their people may even sue all the governments to court. And it will be a very dangerous problem for them. I saw some of their doctors make a live meeting talking about John Pombe Magufuli, saying that why do they allow John Pombe Magufuli to collect 27 million and refuse to lock down his country when all his fellow presidents in Africa locked down their countries? In Africa, all of them locked down except Tanzania. John Pombe Magufuli refused to lock down Tanzania. All Tanzanians know what I am talking about. Tanzanians will remember this and they will never forget about this. And they will never forget about this great man, this great leader called John Pombe Magufuli. And what happened next? They plan to kill this man. Because this man was still talking, emphasizing about the virus. That is, the virus was a man-made virus. So it is not in Africa. And he is not going to lock down his country. They saw that this man was trying to become an obstacle to their game, the game that they were playing. Do you know it happens in a time? I will tell you so many stories about this whole stupid thing, you know. My brother, sometimes I say the world is unfair. I swear. Yeah, a group of people will gather together and mess up the whole world. Yes, people have power. There are a group of people that can sit and make a fake virus and distract the whole world at once. That's where John Pombe Magufuli, they plan to poison him and kill him in his own country. And they said he was killed by coronavirus. When everybody know he was killed by poison. A poison that was made by white people to send to his country to give to us some traitor, a black man traitor that was so close to John Pombe Magufuli. To give the poison to him to poison John Pombe Magufuli. That's how John Pombe Magufuli died. When John Pombe Magufuli died, the day John Pombe Magufuli died, because I was watching that man closely because I know what they plan against that man. When that man died, the day he died, I was the first person to make live video about that man dead. And I was the first person who talked about they kill him. He was not dead by coronavirus. He was not dead naturally, but he was killed by white peoples because they poisoned him. I was the first person to make that video. Trust me, there is no African leader who died and I shed tears, but that day I shed tears. Because you are aware of somebody will die and you see the person dead. You were aware of somebody will die. Yes, you suspect it that this person will not live long, he will die very soon. And you are watching the person all the time to make sure that you are aware that he will die, because you already know he will die. And later you see him dead. That was the day I said tear. I never said tear of any African leader dead. John Pombe Magufuli, Tanzania former president, he is the only one when he died, I sit and shed tears. Because I was aware that he will die. There was no doubt about it during that coronavirus time. During that coronavirus time, after the coronavirus time, even during the coronavirus time, I will now tell you the secret what Europeans did. They took a coffin, they will take 1,600 coffins in a day. They will say 1,600, the coronavirus killed 1,600 people in Italy. They will say 600 people in Spain. They will say 7,000 people in Brazil. Empty coffins. Most of the coffins that was carried from Italy, they were all full with drugs. There was no dead body inside. People were transporting drugs. And they are calling it dead people who die by coronavirus. You will see coffins, maybe more than 6,000 coffins. They will tell you that these people die by coronavirus, 6,000 people in a day. In Italy, during coronavirus time, we do the calculation. In Italy, the people they said that was killed by coronavirus, how many peoples? Starting from the starting to the ending. More than 1 billion. If you minus 1 billion from Italy, what will remain? More than 1 billion people. So how can 1 billion people die in Italy, and Italy, their population is still intact? So all those coffins they were arranging, saying that there are dead people inside this coffin. They were all empty. They were just fooling their peoples. Maybe for me talking this thing like here, if they had it, they may even arrest me for it. Do you know? But I don't care. Yes, but I'm telling you today, I can be arrested for this, for saying this. But they know the fact is what I am saying. Just that they don't want it to be out. But this is the fact. We need to wake up Africa. Stood up for yourself. If not, everybody that stand for you Africans, they will use you same Africans to kill that person. And you same Africans will start to cry again. Because your great man from Tanzania, John Pombe Magufuli, the Tanzania former president, when they wanted to kill him, they used his own people. A person who was very closer to him give him a poison to poison John Pombe Magufuli to death. Africa, don't let your enemies to let you kill yourself and finish yourself, because you can never have the power to let them kill themselves. You can never have that brain or experience to use a white man to kill his great person. You can never use them to send their great person to an early grave. So why are they using you Africans to kill each other? Why are they using you Africans to hate each other when you Africans can never use them to hate each other? No matter how they hate each other. No, when we came to corruption and jealousy and hatred, white people hate each other more than black peoples. White people don't love each other. White people are jealous over each other more than black peoples. Yes, people don't understand this. They are so much jealous over each other. They are so wicked to each other. But when it came to a black man, they all come together as one. They come together as one to destroy that black man. So black people, no matter how we hate each other, no matter how we jealous each other, when it came to the unity of Africa or to stand for Africa, let's be united. When it came to your fellow African brother, don't boycott your fellow Africans and join white peoples to destroy your fellow Africans. Let's join together, no matter how we hate each other. You can hate Pandi MAICA, don't love Pandi MAICA, you can hate me. But when it came to Africa, let's come together as one. Yeah, when the mission is finished, hate me. Yes, don't talk to me. Yes, don't look me. But when it came to Africa, let's come together as one and give our hands to each other and give support and love to each other. And to make sure that, even it will be fake love, but let's show to the world that we love each other. Even it will be fake love, let's stand and finish that mission. White people always come together to conquer black people. They give fake love to each other to come together, but they don't love each other. But they show to you black people that we love each other. They always show to you black people that we will always defend each other. It's only you black people who show to them that we cannot defend each other. We don't even trust each other. We don't love each other. And we will never care about each other. It's only with the black people who show this. Yes, we don't care about ourselves. Yes, we don't care about each other. We don't love each other, but we love Arabs. We love white peoples. People who are our enemies. When I say this, many people will say, my brother, Arabs are not our enemies. White people are not our enemies. Do you know some people are living in Europe, are black people. When you tell them that white people are our enemies, they say, no, white people are not our enemies. Peoples who their mentality have already been stolen from white people. White people have already break those people so they can never see themselves. Not to talk of to see the whole Africa. Hey, my brothers and sisters, as a black man, be wicked to white. Every white, either Chinese white, Arab white, American white, European white, be wicked to every white. Don't have sympathy. Be racist. Let them know that you know that they are your enemy, Africans. Let them know they are your enemy. Let them know you never love them and you will never love them. Let them know that you are aware of whatever they are doing to you. Let them know that you cannot feel them anymore because they let you know that they cannot feel you. They let you, the black people, know they don't love you. They let you, the black people, to know that they don't care about you peoples. In so many ways. How many things they have done to black Africans that make you believe that white people don't love you anymore? What they have done to you, so many things to show to you that they don't care about you, and you can never be a friend with them, and they will never help you, and they will never care about you. How many in so many ways they show you black peoples. So you black people are refusing to show these people that you hate them or they are your enemy. You are afraid to show to them that they are your enemy. You are afraid to show to them that they are your enemy. This is what even our governments are afraid of. African governments are afraid to show white people that they are our enemies. to show the Arab countries that they are our enemies. If Arab countries are not our enemies, how many Arab countries are in Africa? All the Arab countries in Africa are all rich. And we are in the same continent with them and we are still poor. And we believe that those people like us, those people love us. You believe that? They care about us? We have so many Arab countries in Africa and they are all rich. They all have freedom. They are all independent. You know? And we are living in the same continent with them and we are poor, hungry, every time war, and we don't have nothing. And we still believe that those people care about us. And especially when you come to, things like religions, You go to African black community, you meet black Muslims are poor. Go to Arab community, you meet all of them are rich. What is there that you black Muslims are not understanding? You go to African Christian, black Christian society, you meet all of them are poor. You go to white man Christian society, you meet all of them are rich. What are they doing that you black people are not doing that make you to go poor like this? What are they hiding from you? Or what are they giving you as a religion that is making you to remain in poverty? Think about it. I will not tell nobody what is there, but I want everybody to think by yourself. You will find it by yourself. Yes, all Arab Muslims who are living in Africa, Arabs, we say we are copying Muslim religion from Arabs. Black Muslims are copying Muslim religion from Arabs. All Arabs are rich, black people are poor. Yes. And you will still see the same black Muslims who will tell you that forget about this big house in this life. Forget about these big buildings in this life. Forget about God. God don't care about this. Forget about these things. And when you go to Arab countries where you are copying Muslim religion from, they all build big houses. They are driving big cars. And you are telling us to forget about big buildings, big house, big cars. We should forget about money. That's why we are all poor. Yes. Yes. You go to Saudi Arabia, you go to Morocco, you go to Mauritania, you go to Libya, you go to Tunis, you go to Morocco. You learn Arabic. You say you learn Muslim religion there. You come back and you see how Morocco is. You see how Libya was. You see how Tunis is. You see how Saudi Arabia is. They are beautiful. You see how Dubai is. They are beautiful. They are driving big cars. They build big houses. And you came to me in my country. You are telling me that God don't care about your big houses. Forget about these big houses. Stop following money. Stop following big houses. Stop following big cars. And you where you learn that religion from, you see how they build big houses. You see how they are driving big cars. And you are telling me to forget about those things. And what is the most biggest shameful part is, when you go to Arab countries, you find all of them have hand job to do. Arab Muslims, all of them have hand job to do. Some are mechanic, some create cars, some are tailors, some are this, some are that. They all have hand work to do. The black Muslims who run in Saudi Arabia, Morocco, Mauritania, Tunisia, when they come back, the only thing they can do, they don't have hand job. Hand job, they don't know. Nothing. The only thing they can do is to take the Quran and started telling us that forget about the big house. That will feed you, my brother. How can you be rich? You go and learn only that and you want to depend on only that. God don't tell you that. To only take Quran and start roaming. You are not doing any job to benefit yourself, to feed yourself. That's why you are all poor. All black Muslims are poor. Come to Christian community. That's why all of them are poor. Your pastor is telling you that bring tithe, bring offering. Where those things are going? Do God have any bank account where the pastor is sending the money to? Huh? The pastor is telling you that bring tithe, pay your tithe, pay your tithe, pay your tithe to God. Pay your tithe. It's not for me, it's for God. Do the pastor is taking that money to charity house? Do pastor took that money to go and give to the orphanage homes? No. Look at your pastor. Your pastor have built a big mansion. Look at your pastor. Your pastor is driving a bulletproof car. And that same pastor is telling you that money is the root of all evil. But he's telling you pay tithe with money. Why don't pastor tell you you can pay tithe with groundnut, you can pay tithe with banana, you can pay tithe with cassava, you can pay tithe with even one mint, you can pay tithe with even chinkom, whatever you have. But the pastor is always telling you to pay tithe with money, money, money. And that same pastor is telling you that money is the root of all evils. And you as a poor Christian sitting in church, you are poor. You were even thinking what to eat after from church. You don't have no money. You don't have no food. The only money you have with you, 50,000 or 50 naira or $50 is, you go and give it to pastor. Whatever you give to God, God will double it for you. Keep on giving. If God will double it for you. And you are still poor, you are giving every Sunday. You are not seeing any double. And pastor is telling you that if you pay your tithe, God will double it for you. God will double it for you. Africans, wake up. Nothing is going to be double. You are doubling your pastor pocket. But nothing is going to be double for you. You know why? Because that tithe you are paying in the church is not for God. That's why God is not doing nothing for you. You think you are doing it for God? That's what you think. Then why don't God make you a billionaire? How many years you are paying tithe in the church? How many billionaires you see them paying tithe in church? How many billionaires? Do you see any billionaire paying tithe in church? How many billionaires will tell you that I become a billionaire because I pay more tithe in church? How many rich man do you see that will tell you that I become rich because I pay more tithe in church? I'm saying all this not to against any religion, but the fact is the fact. I don't care which religion people belongs to. Everybody have right to worship any religion that you wish to do. But the fact always will remain the fact. Religion make us poor. Your religious leaders tell you to forget about big cars. They tell you that forget about this. And you took your little money given to them every day and you see them, they are building big houses every day. And you are not still understanding that they are faking you. When they tell you that money is the root of all evil. When they tell you that forget about big cars, forget about big houses because when you die, you will leave them here. And your imam is building big houses, driving big cars. Don't he know that when he die, he will leave those big cars? He knows it. So why is he driving it? You will see a Muslim imam driving a big car and he will come and stand and tell everybody that, hey, these big houses you are building, these big cars you are driving, forget about them because you will die and leave them here. And he is not forgetting about his own car when he is driving a big car. Your pastor is telling you that forget about these whole things, with this life, forget about this material thing because you will die and leave them here, and pastor is still building another big houses everywhere. So it's only you who is following them. You are a fool, but not them. They are not fools because they are using you in the name of religion to be rich. They are using religion to brainwash you to enrich themselves and you remain in poverty. This is why African people are poor. The poverty is not only one side. It's not only about governments. It's not only about job or no job in the country. It's about religion also, how they change our people's mentality to hate themselves and to become useless in life. Because they make our peoples to forget about big houses, big cars. Then everybody remain poor. Yes, because you make me not to think about big house, big car, not to have a big dream of my life. You make me to think like poverty is my destiny. That's why every African is thinking like poverty is their destiny. Africans are not thinking like they should be rich. If the whole world is getting rich, Africa is poor. And we are thinking like, yeah, it's normal because we are born to be poor. No, nobody is born to be poor. We are all born to be rich. Yeah, it's only that we are not understanding. So Africans, please, I beg you, wake up. Yeah, wake up. And I will be here always to tell you things that you need to know to wake up by yourself. There are millions of people who get rich, they don't worship any religion. And who make them rich? It's God who make them rich. The same God you say you are worshiping every day as a Muslim, the same God you say you are worshiping every day as a Christian, the same God that make those people rich and they don't have any religion. They are not Christian, they are not Muslim, they become rich. So you who worship God and you are not rich, then what is going on? So God forget about those who worship him and bless those who don't worship him. Do God work like that? Tell me. Think by yourself. You will understand. Will God, if it is true, will God go and bless those who are not worshiping him and turn his back on those who are worshiping him? If it is true. Think. I leave you with that, my peoples. And may God bless you all for wasting your precious times and being with me here. And tomorrow I will be here again by the grace of God. May God bless you all. May God bless all of us, May God guide us and protect us. May God give all of us long life. May God save us from our enemies. Wherever you are, whatever your enemies plan against you shall never prosper. This new year we are coming to enter as a new year, new motivation, and new wisdom, and new knowledge, and new job, and new life. And whatever disaster in your life will become an old disaster. And whatever you will have in this new year will become a prosper thing. And whatever you put your hands in, may God make it prosper for you, wherever you are. All the hustlers who are hustling to feed the family, who are hustling to have a better life, may God make it easier for all of us. This new 2024 shall be the best year of all the years of your living in life, by the grace of God. God will make you a happy person, a happy man or a happy woman wherever you are watching me right now in this 2024. This 2024 will be the best year of all our lives. This 2024 will be the great year. This 2024, may God move us from another level to the higher level, to the sky. May God save us from our enemies. Whatever our enemies plan against us, the beginning of this 2024 shall all go back to sender. Thank you, people, guys, for being with me here. I'm so happy. And as great Africans, I feel so great. And I feel so happy being with my Africans. May God bless you all. May God guide all of us. May God save us. And may God protect us always. Thank you, guys.